dance. It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Hey, it's my birthday. Hey, it's my birthday. Hey. I would say welcome to Radical Truth to Power. I would say welcome to Saturday Night Vibe, but that sounds really stupid since it's nowhere near Saturday. So I'll just say welcome to my online birthday party. Put together by yours truly, but I have my invite Tracy Carson from Tracy Carson Media. And I'm waiting on Theas. I know I told everybody I have a big surprise and everything else. I'm waiting on Theas to come in, and I don't want to, put the surprise on there until Theas come on because it's for everybody, but it wouldn't be possible without Tracy and Theas, if that makes sense. So, how's everything going, Tracy?
I got a song to sing. You are AARP eligible. That's right. Happy birthday, bruh. Happy birthday.
What did you say?
You are AARP eligible. You can now join AARP. You made it. You can get all those discounts that they get. You You can go to Denny's and order that senior citizen menu. You did it.
That is 55, not
AARP is 50. AARP is
AARP.
50.
You already got the magazine.
Whatever. Hush up, you.
Tell her she's right. She's always right in my eyes.
I didn't say she wasn't right. I just told her to hush up. You didn't hear her. She said, I already get the magazine. And I do. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Many more.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you.
We missed you last week.
I did.
I know. Do
It
not
was-
show that picture of her. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Show that picture of what?
Don't show that picture of that lady you said looked like her. Don't do that. She's with you.
Oh,
Happy
no.
Be nice.
No, you talking about her?
Oh, stop! I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry,
wasn't even
Anna.
thinking
You can be mad
about
at me, Anna. You can be mad at me. I should never have put that idea in his head.
Adam missed yesterday because she had to take care of some things in the Ukraine. You're doing a heck of a job, Anna. How's your day been? People have been asking me that, and it's such a mixed bag because, for one, it's my birthday. It's my 50th birthday. And I appreciate it. I really do. Like I said, tell everybody I wasn't supposed to make it past 30. At least that's what was in my head. And the Lord blessed me with 20 more years, so I appreciate it. On the other hand, it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, when it's on the
it's
weekday,
Wednesday.
it's like, oh, well.
It is the butt crack of the week. It's right down the middle. So it is what it is.
You turning up Saturday, though?
So,
I said, you going to have a party Saturday?
yes, indeedy. Looking forward to it. I made it. Hey, Susan.
Hey,
We missed you
Susan.
last week. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Thank you, Mickey.
Hey,
Thank you.
Mickey.
Happy birthday, baby. It's 50. Yeah. I don't feel it. I guess it's true if you it's all about your attitude. So I don't feel 50. Now, granted, when I get tired and everything, it is like,
Stay up until 4 o'clock.
yeah, I can feel it now. I can feel it coming. Oh, I'm so sorry, Anna. I apologize. I keep
just
forgetting. We already told to shut up when we're right. Here's the deal. You ain't got to say something about everything. Even if I get the magazine, ain't none of y'all business. You ain't got to yell it out loud and everything and put my
I'm just
business
saying,
on Front Street and all this
take
other
advantage.
stuff.
Take advantage of them coupons. Hey, I'm 2 years away. Watch me take them. And I already got gray hair. Oh, it's already on. I'm like, yup, I'm going to do this, and this.
Age is a state of mind.
In mind,
It
it's true.
is. Because the funny thing about it is I make such a big deal about age, and then you realize when you go get you a handyman to do some real hard construction, cabinets and everything else, look at how old they are. They ain't the young bucks out there. They're the guys who really do got AARP. They're the
Yep.
ones who retire, and when they retire, now they can do this full time because they own their clock. So yeah, it's really a state of mind. Love you, babe. Good night. Thank you for telling all my business. All right, Diaz, come on.
Yeah, we know. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
running late.
Yeah, I know. And then as soon as I say, come on, Diaz.
Oh, he got the glasses? Oh wow. We are not
a
even
Cheeto shirt.
sure. Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh, well.
Hey y'all.
Hello.
Since it's in the house. So, like Pastor say, I ain't going to keep y'all long on here.
You know I gotta love you, man. I'm showing up in glasses. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You got to show up with your glasses on now?
Well, only because I just got home and wearing my contacts all day. I had to get them out my eyes.
Oh,
Y'all never gonna see me in my class.
I can't do
You're
contacts.
never gonna see me. Nope.
I can't do contacts, so it don't phase me.
They
at all.
make my no. I'm not a contact.
I tried. I failed.
So Tracy, you have good eyesight, basically.
I only wear glasses when I drive. That's the only time I have to wear
You're late,
glasses.
Diaz, and for Marlon's birthday, maybe you should know. Like Marlon would let you forget.
You know he wasn't.
Diaz actually told me happy birthday this morning.
Yes.
Early this morning.
But officially, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, he waited until
Happy
12:01.
birthday, brother.
I'm like, wait a minute, why am I getting this message? It's 12 o'clock. Go to bed. And now he'd have disappeared. How you gonna just? Boy,
So how you been doing, Tracy?
I have been doing great, but not great. I have great news, but then I have some hard stuff and I have to break. I'm like, but I don't want to let stuff go, and it's gonna have to go, but it'll be okay.
Professor Diaz.
Yes, it's ready.
Okay,
Hey, Nikki,
so
hey, Anna.
here's the news. And well, it's going to start off as a question to Tracy and Diaz. So we have been doing this for a while, and I try to show my appreciation verbally a lot. So if it was, and I'm not saying it wasn't for the help of Diaz and Tracy and all the regulars that come on here anyway, I'm just telling you what really did trigger it. And what triggered it is what Kevin said last week. Diaz, you wasn't on here, but we was talking about, we really need to support independent media. We really need to be out there and support them and just get away from all the big time media that's taking up the airspace and blowing hot air 24 hours a day. And I was going about just saying, yeah, that's right, Kevin, we really need to do it. And that's what I'm working on. I'm really working on being a trusted, source for information. And Kevin said, but you are a trusted source of information. And that made me feel so good that we are a trusted source of information. That we're not leading you down a path for whatever ungodly reason it is, so to keep our base happy and everything else. And it just dawned on me that maybe it's time for me to start looking at these shows, more as a brand than just a show. So with that said, I want to ask Tracy and I want to ask Diaz, because this is me putting myself on the line because I do not know the answer. Are you willing, while your time is available? So we're not going to talk about that. We all work different schedules and everything else. That's not what I'm talking about. Are you willing to continue on with me and these shows for the future?
I mean, I thought that was a given, but
Yeah, I was gonna say we've been showing up.
Yeah.
Like, what would you think we was gonna just quit on you like that?
Marlon
No. It was a
I
legit.
mean, we hearing stuff, and
Let me see. Your source of information to us, our second that sentiment. Thank you. Judging from the intellect comments your friends made, none of them would be here if you wasn't a trust. See,
Mickey said something like, "Oh,
see, that's what I'm talking about.
Mickey, now you're gonna make me want these dang on onions."
Well, keep that in check yet. Don't do nothing yet because of what Tracy said and because of what Thea said and because of what everybody has been saying. This is the surprise for everybody. Yeah. We will start having seasons on this show.
I had first just interrupt. Yo, that's dope.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how'd you do all of
Are
that?
you like using a service?
Yeah,
for
I'm
this?
like, who did that?
You know what I'm saying? You Dr. Frankenstein in it somewhere, man?
That's what I want.
I have my sources. Nah, I did it.
What?
I told you to go and place it, and they'll just find the right.
No,
media.
you're gonna have to email
Go on
me
who?
that kind of stuff.
It's a thing called Place It.
PLACID.
Place It.
Oh, IT. Okay, place it. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, don't remember you saying that, but that's dope.
I'm gonna still forget. I'll be like, now he said go
I'll
there.
forget before I've already forgot. But
I know, but at the end of the show, I'll be like, he said what?
But that's all right, because in like a week we'll message him and be like, "What was that one thing? You know, the thing."
Yeah, we went and you said something.
I'll be there. But yep, that was the surprise. We're breaking these things down into seasons. We're not going to go straight on through. We're going to actually start branding ourselves as shows. Season 1 is in the books. Tracy and Theus and I have agreed to roll into season 2, which starts this Saturday. This Saturday, not only will be the first episode of season 2, but now this Saturday will also be the 100th episode.
Really?
On this
Whoa.
station. On this channel.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. You did it.
I think in the same amount of time, I'm at 12.
Yeah.
That's because you do a show like once every blue moon. Here it comes.
Skip a few, you know. Oh, by the way, I don't think Susan's out there right now, but I did get you. I will make sure that hits Patreon. I'll make sure it happens, Susan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, she is. There she is. Right
Oh,
there.
yeah, Susan.
Like doing summer and oh, so cool. Yep.
Okay, my question. Is there going to be a best of season 1? And second part of that question, will Phil Davidson be in that clip of season 1? Highlights. You know you got to put him. You know that was one of the funniest shows we
Him
ever
and the
seen.
toddler, they go on the ball.
Summer and on cool. Like,
No, but you know when I say desperate times call for desperate measures, y'all pick right up. Come on. He's got to be in there.
I got to go look up the quote.
Yeah, on the
I'm
podium.
working with a few graphic ads for this show. Mom and I are planning living with chronic illness. It's fun to make these. It. By the way, it really is.
We need to know about that.
Yeah, Anna, we need to know about your show.
This is me thinking off the dome, but it's kind of like what I had spoken to you in passing about, Marlon. But like, hey, I'm already paying for the site, so I am completely open to just, you know, y'all putting stuff up there.
Yeah.
Because I would love to see, you know, one, expanding the number of people and the different people who see us, especially up until when Marlon finally puts out his website. And
put out your website, GoDaddy.com.
I think that would be like super dope. And now you have a repository where, you know,
99
if we're gonna do Black
whole
media,
cents.
then let's do Black media.
99 whole cents for a web domain. 100 and some odd dollars for a year of web hosting, but that's a whole,
Show them a little leg, Marlon. Show them a little leg.
Sorry.
And if we're going to do independent media, that's a better way to put it, because I am really intrigued by what Anna was just pointing out, because there are so many communities that are marginalized that, you know, because they're not loud, you don't always think about it. But, you know, we all have, or we either are personally dealing with chronic conditions, or we have a very close family member who does, and the whole range and all the experiences that go with that. Like I remember there's like a training course, and it was like for one moment, it just made everybody stop and say, okay, you are on crutches. Walk me through your day. And when you have to stop and think about differently abled people and the different things that they have to work through, you do find more of an appreciation, not because you didn't care, but it's because it wasn't your personal reality, so
Right.
you didn't think about it.
Exactly. Yep.
It
So
goes-
I
Anna,
think a show centered on that
It
as well.
falls into the category of what we was saying last week when we was talking about people who get scammed and they're so ashamed to tell anybody or say something to anybody else that's how it keeps the scam going.
Yeah.
Chronic illness is the same thing. There are some people who are just so ashamed that they don't reach out to people who I promise you is feeling the same
Right.
way you
Same
are.
way.
And they're feeling what you're saying too, that I'm so ashamed that do you understand how maddening that is? Two people who are so ashamed to reach out to each other.
Well, that's
who
the
are feeling
thing.
the same pain.
That's what society has done.
That's the complexity of, I think, even just being human, especially in a society that is self-centered, right? Because the way it's a different construct, but it's similar in this. That's why one of the reasons I'm so outspoken about being Black, about Black experiences, about Black perspectives, about being a Black male. I'm so outspoken about that because in our community, up until I say the last generation and a half, maybe, right? We would sit on our pain. We would hide our pain as though it was something to be ashamed of. That wasn't you. That's not your shame. So, like, my mom has chronic illnesses, my brother has chronic illnesses, all these things. And I'm like, look, that's not you. That's something you're working
but let me
through.
push back on one thing that you said.
Go for it.
It's not the being ashamed. It's
What
because
part?
we live
Talking about
for
what I was
so
talking about?
long in this toxic mentality of suck it up and cowboy up and be a man or a woman up or whatever. And that pain, and it when you have something to complain about, literally have something to complain about, but you have nobody to talk to because all they look at you is stop complaining.
But that's
And
the
then
point
tell
I'm
you
making.
about their hurts and terms and triumphs. It's like, I don't feel better because you think your situation is worse.
But that's the point I'm making. The
Yeah.
point I'm making is everyone has a lens and a perspective. And the dangerous thing, which is because there's when people want to hear about your experiences because they want to hear about your experiences. And then there are people who want to hear about your experiences so they can try to put them down or minimize them, right? To tell you that your lived experience
Yeah.
is not what you perceive it to be. And that happens when you talk about race, when you talk about gender, when you talk about sexual identity, you talk about anything across the board. It's just that race and gender get the most attention because they're the sexiest ones.
Yep.
People don't want to actually look at the able community and otherwise able community, because you do that, now you have to start talking about our healthcare system. Now you have to start talking about our mental health system. You have to. So it's easier to marginalize and push these people away. Like, one of my passions is foster children.
Hold on, Theus. Let me say this real quick. Anna, Theus wasn't on here last week.
Yeah,
So
because
this
he got to
is
make up.
actually
He got to
one
make
of
up all
our
his
best-
time.
This is
Oh,
one
I'm
of our
sorry. You're
greatest
right. I started
birthday
running my
tips I
mouth.
could actually
Yeah, I'm like
have.
he gonna just let me play Candy Crush over here and just.
This is
kinda
one of my
sit
this
here.
is one of
Oh,
my
wow.
best birthdays is to actually
Yeah, Marlon's
go with
birthday.
Thea.
and
So
Thea's is just like
don't
I
feel
ain't been here in
sorry.
2 weeks.
I'm having a ball. So trust me. So I'm sorry, Thea. I just want to make sure
No,
everybody understand that.
I is done.
All I'm gonna say is, Anna, you got 3 people that you can call on if you need help. That's all I'm gonna
Anytime.
say.
Anytime.
You know, dude, we and you Facebook friends, so you can just inbox
I'm
me.
like that song.
So you got 3 of
I
us.
had a
to-
good line for it, but I
to
can't
help.
remember the lines.
You got a friend in me.
Did nobody ask you
Absolutely not.
to
You
not
got a
sing
friend in
nothing?
me.
You can kick him
Oh,
out the room, right?
I
You
may
do
not
know
always
that.
be there when you
Tracy,
call,
you are
but I'm
mean
always
tonight.
on time.
I sure am, because I ain't in the best of places today.
I'm not there when you call, but I'm always on time. That's
Time.
what I'm saying. So I may not
I'm
call
not
you
God.
back immediately, but I will be there for you.
Yep. But and you're
I'm
on
not
it.
always there when you call, but I'm always on time.
Oh, okay, that's the Ja Rule song.
And I gave
I
you.
thought you were talking about the God statement.
Yeah, well, obviously they probably took it from the God statement. It's gonna be a
Okay.
basic herd thing. The wheat get killed. That is not
So
what
y'all
Menace
not gonna
Society
be
is about.
repping
But
Judy Garland songs.
it's not that they kill, Susan. I get where you're going with that. It's not that they kill, but what Theus was saying. I'm gonna let Theus finish what his thought was. It's not that they kill, it's they minimize. It's they want you to stay silent. It's they want you deep down, everybody wants to feel good about themselves. Unfortunately, people have different ways of making themselves feel better. One of the ways to make themselves feel better is to make you go away. I don't mean kill. I mean they just don't want to hear from you because you make them feel bad. So instead of reaching out to help, they want to just, I don't want to hear it.
It's too much for me. I can't deal with it.
Successes
Blah,
are-
blah, blah,
And
blah.
it's still, and by the way, it's still about them.
Yep.
Please understand that. It's still about them.
Yeah, success is shared, but if you got any issues, that's on you. That's pretty much how it works. So it's like Marlon was saying, and that's why I was drawing a parallel across all these different groups, and that's one of the reasons why I think that the Democratic Party is so dysfunctional, is because the Republican Party, people are there because of shared identity, shared culture, shared, whatever. So they're being fed on that level. The Democratic Party, we're all together out of circumstance because we're not with the Republicans because we don't have that, rosy thing. But on the Democratic side, it's completely comprised of aggrieved groups. And it's also mainly like white women and I guess some white men who are repulsed by the Republican, agenda, or they're more capitalist, whatever that is. But the Democratic Party is this huge, they say what, the Big Tent, they call it? Because you have all these different groups. And unfortunately, we all are so busy trying to be heard for what group we represent that we don't do a good job of making room for the next group to also say what they're dealing with.
Right.
And we end up in what's called like the pain Olympics. Everybody's trying to compete to show why their particular pain event is bigger or more important than the next one.
Yep. So, like I said,
the fan off because I was barely hearing what you were saying.
So I wasn't saying nothing. It said happy birthday, man.
You were saying some great things.
What's your birthday? What's this? Happy birthday. Something cumpleaños. You know what I'm saying? Like all the languages.
We don't know what you're saying. That's what we're like. What?
Where did you just go?
Yeah,
I was trying to find ways to say happy birthday, but I ran out of them.
Just say happy birthday. That's good enough.
Why?
He'll know.
If I knew how to say happy birthday in Swahili, I'd do that too. What?
I'm trying to learn Jamaican.
Jamaican is patois. So
yeah, I'm trying to learn patois.
Why?
Because I'm going to Jamaica this summer.
Man, just go down there and have a good time.
No, here's the
They're gonna talk fast and you're gonna eat good.
There's a guy.
I'm not a fan of Jamaican food.
There's a guy that's on YouTube who speaks several languages very well, very, very well, and that's his platform. That's his station. Is that he goes to different restaurants in New York, and and he'll talk to them in English. What's that? What is that dish right there? What did that contain and everything else? And then he'll bust out in their language. And it's just, and they're looking at him like, and it's so funny. It's so funny, but I almost took it like an insult, but not me personally. I was thinking of it as him. It was like it's almost insulting, but and he's a white guy, so it's like even double. Sorry, it's still the society we live in until it changes. One of the first questions they asked was, "Oh, so how long did you stay? How long did you live in China? How long did you live in India?"
Well, he might be a gifted linguist.
But that's not how.
That's not the point. That's the point. They assumed that he lived in all those countries.
Thinking, oh, you're so talented that you can learn different languages. No, they're figuring, oh, you literally had to live in my country in order to learn our language.
That's basically how
that basically is. I mean,
a person in the West, unless now, granted, now I'm reaching, but if he was American special operations, like a Green Beret, they all learn multiple languages.
Yeah,
I learned that. YouTube. Yep.
Susan, it really is not hard. It's actually a form of. It's not. It is a Jamaican is a form of replacing double letters. This is how I got so far. It's a form of replacing double letters with one letter. Or it's a form of that's it.
Well, so, I mean, it's
like mother, father, the ER is replaced with an A. So it's not mother, it's mother.
But you know where that comes from, right?
They know that no, because don't they have a mixture of different languages?
So basically, you got to remember these are slave colonies. So just like here, we had to, and one of our coping mechanisms here in the States was we created songs and rhythms and melodies that would allow us to communicate with each other because we weren't allowed to congregate. So we could actually create entire, like Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, things like that. There were codes embedded in the song that will help people know when to leave, where to go, who you're going to meet, all of those things in the song. It's because the slave master could not understand these things, neither could the overseers. Same thing in the islands. That's how we have the Creole, and we have the Patois, and we have a couple of the Geechee language, right? These things came out of, yes, the blending of cultures, but also they needed a way to speak to each other that would bridge their gaps. Because when we were brought here, we came from various tribes who all spoke different languages.
Now,
and
Marlon,
we were not.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and if they found that we spoke the same language, we would be separated.
Yep.
So we created languages that allowed us to speak to each other, so we understood, but they couldn't. That's why I love that it's so beautiful. Like when I went to the Dominican Republic, even though they got some issues with blackness, that was one of the most wonderful experiences of my personal life, because it's like it's the closest I'd ever gotten to Africa. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. But what I was going to say anyway is just, you know, if we could, the hardest part about learning a language, I believe, is we don't like to be embarrassed as adults. So it's hard for us to get out of our way and like get it wrong to get it right.
Yes. Take that from the person who failed Spanish 5 times. I was like, you know what?
5?
5. I gave up. I'm like, no, what?
Take it 5 times?
Man, because I kept saying, I'm going to get. No, I didn't get it.
After the third one, you would have been on a list on the wall.
But strangely enough, when I hear people speak Spanish, I know exactly what they're saying, but I can't say it back. I'm like, I know what they're talking about, but I can't say it. So I gave up. I'm just like,
you was kind of halfway there then, if you understood it.
I understood it thanks to watching telenovela, but
I can understand a lot of it because I used to date Latinas and most of my friends were Latino. But the problem was I can't speak it because I don't feel confident trying to.
Yeah, because it's a very fast-paced language. I'm like, hold on.
I know
slow it down.
I know the woman said that you have to practice it every day.
You sure do.
The more that you practice, the better it gets. Now, one of the most morbid freaking statements that she made was, if a dirt, a dirt. English. If I dirt, I dirt.
If
And she
you
said
die,
it
you die.
became famous. It was always there, but became used a lot more during the pandemic. If I dirt, I dirt. Which is basically saying if I die, I die.
Yeah, that's good. That's what it sounds like.
I
But
don't
you know,
understand.
Good
Well, I missed the
gracious.
basis. What do you?
yeah.
I'm wondering where that came from. Because why not just say if I die, I die?
Because where do they bury you?
The dirt.
Yeah, and
So
from the dirt you came into the dirt.
if I go in the dirt, I go in the dirt.
But I'll say this: French is the easiest language I ever learned. Could never
Can you
use
speak?
it. I can
That's right. You said
kind
you
of.
could speak it.
I could speak it until I went to France, and then I realized, oh, everybody here speaks. So when I would try to speak French, everybody. Thank you, Susan. I'm not the only one. But
No, a lot of us are like that, unfortunately.
But I could speak it. But when I tried to talk, I'm an American who apparently has a Southern accent, trying to speak their language.
Yeah, but I think that's the dope part, man. Because like I'm a sucker for an accent, so I love listening. I mean, and it's weird, but I love like when a Spanish person speaking to me in English and they can't quite get it right, or even if they do, but it's that musical accent. So it just flip it to them. It's a similar thing.
Yeah, but literally when I would open my mouth and about to say something in French, they'd be like, "Oh, well, the bathroom's over there." Literally would say the bathroom's over there. I'm
like,
like,
yeah, you're struggling. Let me help you out.
What we're going to do right now is, Mickey, I need to know what the heck you said.
Happy birthday.
Italian.
I need to know what you
Happy
said.
birthday.
I'm gonna go with happy.
I'm
birthday.
gonna go with happy birthday because I feel like that's the correct answer.
There's like 3 words in there though.
Woo. Oh, and by the way, and then the ones that you have to have something going across a letter or something going over the letter and everything. I'm not typing.
Well, you'd have to change your keyboard to fit.
Yeah, you had to change it. And I'm like, oh.
Happy birthday in Italiano. And the language is Italiano, not Italian. That's a question, by the way. That's just a question. Okay, apparently none of y'all know, so okay.
I ain't got
So
no clue.
I'm not a linguist specialist. I'm just a poor girl from Indianapolis who people think is from the South when she speaks.
Yo, Tracy, what's up with your state, man? They staying in the news. Come on.
I just live here. I can't make people do what I want them to do. I don't say nothing about Georgia. Do you hear me running smack about Georgia? No.
You should.
Depends on if you're in the U.S. or Italy.
Yep. We say Italian. They say Italiano over in Italy. I think,
Wow.
Mickey, that's right. Correct me.
Hey, everybody, don't forget to hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Do not forget to hit that like button, even though it's just like we're just coming on here to chit chat again. Y'all want to see the video again? I'm really proud of that video. I really am. I worked very hard, all of 30 minutes on it. Because I'm smart.
We waiting on the video, dog.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I love
It has
it.
like a Mortal Kombat feel to the end of it.
First, he got the 30-inch screen,
And the new computer. This is what happened when you get to work a big time.
Okay, guys, I got somebody.
Oh,
knocking at my
I'm
door.
sorry.
Hey guys, I'm gonna leave.
This is not a shot at you, Tracy.
Not Tracy.
I gotta go answer the door. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't know how to leave.
I'll take you off. I was about to say Thea's is the last person from this point on who can say anything about big time. Because Thea's has started a new job and a new position.
And they running every last bit of that extra money right out my pocket, dog. I mean, I gotta fill up the car once a week now, if not twice. I got, and then got to go out to eat because I'm the new guy. Now they fed me for the first 2 days, but now it's like I got to buy my own lunch, and I'm sitting here like, man, I can't be buying food with you people.
I have no
I gotta
idea.
get like you.
Here's the thing about that video. I'm not lying. It didn't take me long because I really lucked out on it. The video is actually 2 parts. Obviously, you see the DJ, and then you see that main part, and then they had it was a template, and they had some weird song that went along with it. It was like that's god awful. That's terrible. Don't ever do that again. So they'll allow you to go through their library of music. And that was the first song I came across, and I went, oh, okay, let me just use this. And it just so happened that when it got to that loud beat of it, it just so happened that it switched to the second part. So I was like, I'm done. That's it. That's perfect. That's it.
What's the monthly subscription like on that?
I paid $10 for that.
Total?
I'm not paying a monthly subscription. I'll make a template and I'll pay per template.
So if we send you our stuff, could you do something for us? We just saying.
Yeah. I have no artistic talent.
'Cause I'm like,
I can't look at something and be like,
here is the.
You've seen my thumbnails. Come on now.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, the thumbnails I already paid for. You just send me the topic. I'll take care of that. I don't worry.
I just use my logos for my site. I'm just like Tracy me put up.
Now that's caveat, and I do pay a monthly subscription to it because I do make a lot of thumbnails. So ain't no use paying one at a time. But the thumbnails is really not that easy. If anything, thumbnails are tedious because you got to try to find the right color style. You got to find the right picture,
the right wording,
especially with the picture part. Because as soon as you even bring up one topic, and it's 50 million pictures, and it's 50 million in one that has nothing to do with what the heck you just typed into Google.
Yep.
But not only that, but you don't want to get stuck with a copyright situation.
Yep, so get slapped.
Oh, they don't. They don't. If it's on the internet, it's an open source.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. There's no way in the world you can put the picture on Google and go and then sue you for using the picture. Like I got the picture from Google.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Because they'll have a little disclosure at the bottom. But it's
cool. You talking about those pictures?
Yeah.
Oh no, you'll know those because what you just said, it's a disclosure at the bottom of the picture. Do not get those. It makes it look goofy. That's like you remember when we was younger and we used to take those glamour shot pictures, and they used to give you the proofs.
And they have
they have proof across it, so you don't go and frame it like
watermarks.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't just cut out the head and then just make a picture on that?
No, Tracy, no one does that.
Okay, I guess that's just my family.
Tracy, you don't do that either.
I didn't. I'm just saying that's my family.
No, your family doesn't do that either. All those who happen to be watching live, this was a skit.
Oh yeah, this was a sketch.
Performed by us.
Oh my God.
But technically, I'm just saying it's you in the picture, so I'm just here.
No, that's what you used to do with the ex. You really like the picture, but you ain't dating that person no more.
Yeah, you just
so you just kind of either you cut them out or you and by the way, this is for 2 reasons too. Or you fold it where you can't see the other person and put it back in the frame.
I was never on that level.
Neither was I, but I've seen it.
I just remember the picture. It would have,
And I asked the question, well, if you're going to fold it so they're not in it, why don't you just cut them out, get a smaller frame, and be done with it?
Yeah.
Because we might get better. We might get back together. Like,
no, that's a crazy person.
No, you're not supposed to get.
You unstable when you do that one.
Yeah, something wrong with you.
Well, see, you have to understand, for us normal relationship people, because we're not talking about theias, we actually can reconcile and
It's
get
something.
What they got to
ain't
do with folding a picture and sticking it back in the frame?
Nothing. Not
You're
really.
not gonna make that okay.
tell you need to raise these.
Oh,
He
man.
just got there.
Yeah, I
It was
didn't
just
negotiate
bad
properly.
timing with gas. Like I'm
Well, I
almost
mean that will even itself out eventually, and then also after I've done the job for about 2 months, that's when my hybrid schedule starts. So I mean, it'll all start to work to my favor eventually. Plus, I think with this particular role, I'm actually one going to enjoy it, and two, I'm already standing out, and I've only been there for 3 days, so you know, it's cool.
Marlon has a
it's a
30-inch screen. Theus is doing great on his job. I'm
And
just saying.
Tracy has us. And a
here's
new
the
logo.
deal is
Not yet.
there are some people that need to go back to working remotely, because if I go into that parking deck one more time and see some lady walking around pushing the keychain,
Trying to find a car.
and she's nowhere, and her car was nowhere on that floor, so she gets back on the elevator and go to the next floor. It's like, lady, look, you may want to ask them to go back remotely. This ain't you no more.
You know
I feel for
what?
her. That's
That
unfortunate.
I came up with the solution to that, and it didn't work. I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to the mall.
Right down your floor that you was on.
No, I mean,
Take
But
a
you
picture
can
of
do
it.
this.
It's right there.
but this is when I didn't have a cell phone. So what I did was, I was like, I know I'm gonna tie a handkerchief around the antenna, and then that way, when I see it, I'll just look for the handkerchief. This is when I didn't have a cell phone. I wasn't carrying around a cell phone with me. It
Was
almost.
it 1980 something? What is
This
this?
is like
my idea of just
1996.
remembering what floor you was on.
No, I'm talking about when you're a big open lot, like you're in like a big, huge.
You still should know where your car is.
No, if you
but
no, you
if
not.
I got lost once at the hospital. Now that got me, because you got the wrong door because they
when
reroute
the
you.
Hornets
That's
used
rough.
to have their own.
Yeah, like a
their
big
own
old huge lot. I'm
big-
like, where am I parking?
Yeah, when the Charlotte Hornets used to have their own stadium, they used to have their own parking lot, and it was deep. So,
Yeah, and I'm like-
that I can feel you, old Tracy. You think you know where you park?
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, I came out this way, and then
I-
I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do because it was the mall. I was like, I remember where I parked at, so I did.
Landmarks.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I came in
Until
with
the
it.
land, now I'm about to say
Yeah,
until the landmarks
but
look
when-
the same, because you sit there going, "Oh, I remember that pole." No,
Yeah,
that's not the pole.
and
That's
I
the pole.
remember. Yeah, I was like, oh, I
That
came in the
pole
front
had-
way.
But remember,
Yeah, it
our
don't
pole
work like
had-
that. This,
the
I
paint
wish
was
it did.
peeling off the pole. Well,
So I
the
felt
paint is
I
peeling
had
off the pole on this
I
one, too.
literally outsmarted myself when somebody stole the handkerchief. I'm like,
Got that right. 'Cause they knew what you were doing.
I was like, I'm trying to identify my car so I can get to it. I'm like, yeah, this is the smartest idea I ever had. Watch this.
I'm about to go. I'm about to go to bed soon, though, folks. I just want to let y'all know.
I'm not.
I'm an old man.
I will remember you until I really don't want to be bothered with you anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. It's like once you're done with me, it's gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna forget because I got you.
And
But,
one thing that I
you
do
got to do a lot to come back.
now, one thing I can say that I me and Theus do agree on slightly. You just take it quicker than I do. You do. You give people one chance and you're done. That's you.
Depends on the
But
situation.
I can feel, because when I give you a second chance and it don't work out the second time, I'm done. Like
Look.
there will never be a third time.
I know me. So it's better for both of us. We don't try to do round two.
You know what? We used to do that as kids, but that didn't work neither for us.
Oh, we used to
I
make our own crayons, or like blended crayons. But she's saying about how you just know your car.
Card, yeah, because I'd be like, oh, I just went in where the MCL is came out, and there were 5 cars that looked just like mine. I'm like, okay, look at the license plate. What's your license number? Something you never remember.
Push the button that pops your trunk.
But I didn't have. I just now got a car with one of those remote keys. just this last year.
I'm trying to figure out what cars don't anymore. Oh, never mind. I'm driving one. So,
My wife's key needs a battery, so she does remind me of that. Her key to my car, because she has her own car. But I'm like, you don't ever drive my car, so.
how was last weekend?
Yeah, I was gonna ask Debbie on that.
Oh, we went out to eat. We went to this.
That's why I'm switching codes.
This Creole or whatever. Anyway, it was like the crab boil.
Okay, I guess I can tell everybody. Dia's anniversary was last week. They went out on a date, but I never heard what happened on the date.
Yeah, it was.
Do we really want to know what happened?
Getting to the food part was just annoying. But that's what we always do. That's our custom.
That's Atlanta, though, ain't it?
She drives me up the wall. I drive her up the wall, and then we end up somewhere that wasn't even on either one of our lists. And then it ends up turning out to be a pretty good meal. Yeah, it works.
You know what? I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. It's so not even necessary. Let's continue.
Well, that's not, because it's almost in the hour, and I am a gracious host because you two have to go to work tomorrow.
Amen.
And I don't.
I'm not
staying
all
at
the weekend.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you got that nice little vacation.
Ooh. With that nice computer and nice
30-inch screen, new computer,
in studio audience.
Yep, I know. Out here, we struggling. He got people that.
That is my way of saying, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is our show for tonight.
You see how he had to flex on us one more time? That's all right. But it's cool because he's got the whole production crew out there, and he wants to make sure
producing music videos, and we out here like we can't even afford duct tape.
This is why we can't have this is why somebody asked me, why don't you make this into a podcast? Because they say stuff like this, and I have to stay silent for a bit to bring my blood pressure down. So that doesn't come off very well just in audio.
But technically, this is a podcast.
Ah, yes, it is. It is.
Technically, it is.
Video podcast.
It's a video podcast. See, they don't. So just tell them you already have one. I can use this when I want to.
Woo-saw, Marlon. Woo-saw.
Yeah.
Not with you two. It just doesn't work. I've tried it. I failed. Theas, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on most Saturdays and Sundays on Saturday Night Vibes and Radical Truth to Power with the one and only DJ Maestro Marlon Clyburn, youngest cousin of the Gym Meister. You know what I'm saying? Best buddy and friend, but difficult situationship with Lindsey Graham, the inspiration of the sensation of this station. And you can find me occasionally on Tracy's show as well. Yeah. And happy birthday, Marlon.
I hate to even do this one. Tracy?
Before I say where you can find me, I put this on my Facebook page. I'm going to say it here. Marlon, you went from being my Facebook friend to being my brother. And I really appreciate you. As many jokes as I make, as much grief as I apparently give you, I appreciate you, bruh. Very, very much.
I appreciate that.
And you can find me on Radical Truth to Power on Sundays at 7 or 8 and Saturday Night Vibes at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, TracyMediaLLC.com. And I have a big old huge announcement Thursday before we start the show.
And what is the top 5 topic?
Oh, the top 5 topic, I'll tell it now, is we did TV Moms last week. We did TV Dash last week. We're going to do TV Moms this week. And I have picked my 4. And I'm not going to tell anybody until we get in there.
You picked your 4?
We always pick 4. Tracy's top 5, the Saturday show, is top 5 DC comic superheroes.
Oh, so I was confused then. Okay.
Yep,
So-
Saturday show, superheroes. Thursdays with Tracy, after topic, TV Moms.
Gotcha. That's for the after party.
Yep, the after party.
But Susan, he's still better than them 2 white women.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
yeah, we'll give them that much. Ooh, they was here.
Yeah. I don't even know what that second verse was. I forgot what it was. That I couldn't go to sleep because it was ringing in my
Oh,
ear.
you're talking about the crypto raptor lady.
No, that was just absolutely garbage. And now I give the first one a lot more effort. The second one was just like, please just tell me you're trolling me, because
Now it's gonna be my head. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be in my head.
Nobody can tell me nothing but the guy.
And if I say desperate times call for what, they're gonna be mad at me.
Okay, Linda.
Until next time, we'll see you.
I'm not in timeout. You in timeout. But since we're having our heartfelt moment and I didn't get to say mine, Marlon, man, for real, real talk, dude to dude, man. You truly are family, man. And I can say for sure, you are thorough. You are exactly who you say you are. You know what I'm saying? On screen, off screen, you the man, and I appreciate that. You're my peer, which you're like my big brother too. So, you know, I appreciate you, fam. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? Yeah, man, I love you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your birthday.
I'm going to sleep so good tonight. Because the fact of the matter is, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, and then I promise I'll get out of here so I can put these people. I feel like a big brother. So let me get off of here so I can put these 2 to sleep.
Mama
So
gonna be
they
home
go to
soon.
sleep, so they can go to school tomorrow.
School.
That's why I say I feel like a big brother. Let me put these 2 to sleep so they can go to school tomorrow. You ain't missing that bus. You better walk. I wouldn't be where I'm at with this show without these 2. Period. That's not hyperbole. I'm not blowing smoke or anything like this. It just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't. And me and Tracy, bless her heart, me and Tracy was struggling last week.
Who he was? I was like,
Without Theas. And as much crap as I give you, Theas, and vice versa.
I'm good at eating up
Theas,
time.
you can say the same thing. We struggle when Tracy is not on here. It's just too straightforward.
And y'all do, you know, I'm pretty sure you figured out that's one of the reasons you don't have more content from me. Because if I can't get my schedule to match with somebody, I ain't doing it. I'm so boring by myself, man. I'm just like,
yeah, we on.
With me and Theas is a straightforward, very little humor. It is what it is. With Tracy, I just want Tracy to talk. That's all I ask.
I get to what I get. I'm like, you know what? This is what I got to say. I'm done.
And everything else. So the fact of the matter is, what I'm saying is, it's the 3 of us.
Yep.
We all 3 of us balance each other out, period, point blank. So it's never going to be a time where it's going to be, well, we may got to get rid of one of y'all. Well, we get rid of one of us, we might as well end the show. We might as well, because it's not going to work. I said that about Esther. Esther is the way that she is. She talks straight, she cusses, she fusses, she's everything else. And if she changes absolutely one thing about her, I don't want her on the show.
I love
Because
it.
that's
Tell
what
my
makes
sister, too.
her.
Right.
Why
We all got our unique blends.
Yeah. Tracy, why you don't cuss anymore? Why you don't cuss and do cussing and all this cussing? If Tracy actually started cussing the way that we cuss, I don't want Tracy anymore because that's
Man,
not Tracy.
Tracy don't cuss because Tracy got warm. She don't want no attention.
And the first thing about it is Tracy, you're 48. So she been holding on to a whole bunch of. She has 48 years of cussing build up. This will be a 4-hour show, just her going off on everybody.
That's not even in my repertoire. It's not.
So I appreciate these two. I love these two. And
okay, y'all gonna make these onions, these dang on onions. Will y'all stop this?
And it is what it is. Is the funny thing about it, I said the other day, I don't even know where I met these two at, but I'm glad.
Yeah, he is. Thank you, Susan. I agree. He is the master of the rant. I can't. I'm just like, this is what I got to say, and we done.
This man had 10 people watching him cook breakfast. I'm just
Thank you. Ain't nobody gonna watch me cook nothing. No, who gonna watch that?
I don't know. I might watch it because you make an entire dessert bar on a waffle.
On a pancake, on a waffle. Yeah,
you can do it. It's possible.
Yeah.
Just saying, it is possible.
Thing in the world. Anyway, we will see you when we see you. Peace.